Hey guys, this is HotNoob here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to set up and install the CMS script. The first thing you want to do is go to hotnoob.com/payments and log in. If you don't have an account, don't worry about it because creating an account is absolutely free. Once you've logged in, you'll come to this page and you'll want to scroll down to either CMS or CMS free. The difference being is that CMS free is ad supported and has minimal customer support, whereas CMS has no ads and has full customer support. Right now, I don't have a subscription system set up for the CMS premium version, but there is a lifetime fee of $300, which you can do if you don't want to wait for me to implement the subscription fee, where the CMS premium version will be $5 a month. Now moving on. When you're going for the free version, what you want to do is you want to use balance. If you're going for the CMS version, you'll either want to use balance or the buy now button. So I'm going to click use balance, at which point you'll get this page and you'll click purchase. Then what you want to do is you want to scroll down all the way to the bottom and copy over your key. You want to save it somewhere safe. You can get to it online afterwards as well, but just for convenience I'm putting it in a text file. And you want to click on the download link, enter in your key, and press download, and it should start downloading there. Okay, next thing you need is the API key, which can be found at the top of the page under the credit display, and you want to put that API key somewhere. Okay, moving on. Once you've downloaded it, you either want to extract the file or move the file to where you want to extract it. So if you have FTP, if you're using FTP or using SSH, you're going to want to extract it before transferring it over to your server. And you're going to want to do extract here if you're doing it this way. And you basically want it so that the files are like this in the directory that you want it to be installed in. There is no container folder for it, so. Okay, next thing you want to do is open up the Readme Txt file. You're going to see a nice little copyright thing here, and then you get this big, really long license thing, which basically states that you're not allowed to like write your name all over it and a bunch of shit and then just call it yourself and then call it your own work and then give it to anyone else. So you're not allowed to do that. Okay, so as for the requirements, you need PHP version 5.2 or higher, and then you also need the extensions MySQLi, GD, reflection, date, zip, and mcrypt. And for those newbies out there, pretty much every host has all of these requirements fulfilled. The only thing you may run into is PHP version 5.2, which is a possible problem, but it isn't really necessary. Moving on, you need MySQL version 5.0. Well, you don't really need it, but it's the version that it was tested on. You can probably get away with 4.0 or 4.1. Cookies, you need your server to support cookies. Almost every server does, so it's not really much of an issue. Then as a recommendation, you need to allow htaccess files, and more specifically they need to be able to deny and adjust the option or the indexes. This is really just an extra security precaution for folders where you only have include files and stuff like that, and files that are never supposed to be run indirectly. Okay, so for the installation you need to gmod two things. First is the cache folder, and then the next is the log.txt file. So I'm just going to go here with my SSH and to demo, cache, and you might as well choose to do all of the files and subdirectories with the cache folder because you're going to be doing the folder inside of it anyways. And then the next is log.txt, Okay. Here we have background image. This is just a little note that you should be aware of. You want your background images to be this size, otherwise you may run into compatibility issues with the browsers and inconsistencies. So yeah, moving on, you have MySQL. Gives you the location of the file here, includes /config, so I'm going to go ahead here and edit it. So includes, and then config, and you're going to want to edit it. At which point you're going to want to put in your connection info. If you want to use persistent connections, all you got to do is press or put in P and then colon before your host. You want to put in your username, then your SQL password, and your database. Okay. You want to also put in your domain name. This is important for emails and stuff like that, so pretty much wherever you installed it. And then you have the option to put in your admin email. Now, something you should be aware of that is that this email that you enter in here will be visible to pretty much everyone who receives an email via this script. So don't use your main email, use something else. It's just in the headers as a reply to. And then send CC is sending sort of for send carbon copy. It doesn't send an actual carbon copy. What it does is it just sends you a copy of all of the emails that are sent out. So anyways, I'm going to set that to false for now. And yeah, for all the other details, you can find out more information in the configuration interface. And okay, now here is probably one of the most important things other than the SQL connection information. What you need to do is you need to put in your API key where it says API key, which stands for API key. And then you want to put in your product key where it's where the variable is key. Okay, you want to save that file, and then you want to go and go back here, edit the config.php.other file, and paste in your changes there. So now we have it all configured on the PHP portion. Next step is to go into MySQL and import the SQL file that is located in the extracted files. So you can open that one and press go. You can also do this directly through MySQL rather than phpMyAdmin. There are some tutorials on it, just use Google and whatever. So once it's all imported, you should have a bunch of tables here, and only one of them should really have anything in it, which is the links table. I suggest that you never delete these links. You can change around some of the numbers and whatnot, but never delete them. If you want to make it so that users cannot see them or whatever, just get rid of set display to 0 or turn admin onto 1 if you want only you to be able to see it. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's most of it. Let's go back to the README here. This is one. Yep, so the next step is to create your user accounts, which you can do by going to wherever you installed it and whatnot. As you can see, the icons are a bit iffy with offset right now. That's mainly due to this image being so large. It was larger than what I created it with. So in the next update, I will be adding in something to sort of fix this. But for now, you can manually do it through the configuration files. I'll just quickly show you guys where it is. Here we are. Icon X off and icon Y off, which stands for offset. Anyways, moving on. You can just go to. You have to register, right? So you want to enter in the username that you want as an admin, and then a password, and put in an email. This will not be your admin email, just so you know. And click register. Okay, not sure what's with that undeclared thing, but hoping it still works. I think it's just my computer sort of bugging out. It's doing weird stuff right now. You're going to want to be sure to check your spam folder because Gmail is getting pretty iffy with it. Here we are. So, yeah. Just want to open up the link here. And it will give you have been verified, your account has been verified and blah blah blah. If you have problems with the link, you can always go here into SQL, into the users, and change the verified from 0 to 1. Next, to become an admin, you just change this 0 here in the admin field and change it to a 1 and press go. So I'm going to refresh this. Wait, I didn't have to refresh it. Whoops, whatever, no need. Anyways, I'm just going to log in now. Oops. Okay, sorry, my laptop's power cord is bugging out. That's better. Okay, open up the admin panel now, and you can start adjusting things. First thing you want to do is go to the settings and click Load Diagnostics. And this will tell you everything that you need to do. Like, for example, in this case, I forgot to add an index file to CMS pages/back. So I'm going to do that right now. Put it in. And then these are all of the folders that need to be gmodded. So I'm going to pause this while I do that. Okay, I'm just going to reload the diagnostics to make sure that everything went well. Okay, it's all writable. And the media is working. Should be able to save stuff. Yep. Looks like everything's working. And create new links, pages, and whatnot. Something you should be aware of is that I did not make this what you see is what you get editor. And it's frankly really sort of shitty. So in the future I'm going to be just replacing this with my own what you see is what you get editor. But in the meantime you may just want to keep with the source editor portion. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, moving on, let's go to edit config. And as you can see, you can sort of change everything here. I've sort of, I'll just show you what file it is that handles all of that. This is mainly just for people who may want to offer this as a service. If they want to like sort of just host the CMS system on their own server and sort of host it for other people type thing. So you go to includes and then config.php.dat, and this is what the configuration is. So let's say you didn't want someone to be able to change the host name or the username or whatever, you just get rid of those lines, and then they wouldn't be able to do it through config. Okay, so yeah, in the future what you're going to be able to do is you're going to also be able to import plugins with a zip, but for now all you got to do is extract it to the plugins folder. So I'm just going to do that right now and show you guys a little plugin before I run out of time. Background image rotator. Okay. Whoops. Extract here. I'm going to pause this. Okay, I just really reloaded the frame, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload some images before I run out of time. And I don't have a multi-uploader yet, but maybe planned in the future. Okay, got your images, plugins, select an image, add image. Forgot the gmod. One sec. Okay, sorry about that. That was just a little caching error with the server. Let's try if it works now. Okay, well, whatever. I'll just use this image for now. It's just a little caching error. Probably has something to do with the accelerator on my server. Anyways, moving on. Let's refresh and... Oh yeah, forgot one thing. Okay, so I'm out of time, but anyways, you needed to set the background image to being nothing for this plugin to work. And yeah, I'm really out of time, so yeah, this is HotNoob, and you guys can come check out my blog at hotnoob.com.